Hello, Jordan and Abigail. This is Grandma Lolli. Pops is behind the video camera. We're here again to read you another story. This one is again about the rainbow fish, but this time it's the rainbow fish and the big blue whale by Marcus Pfister. Hey, look, I don't have a big blue whale, but I have a little blue whale. There he is. He's going to be in the story today. All right, the rainbow fish and the big blue whale. A long way out in the deep blue sea, Rainbow Fish and his friends swam happily through the reef. Each of them had a glittering silver scale, except for one little striped fish, but he belonged to the group anyway. See the little striped fish there? He kind of looks like our little striped fish right over here. There he is. He doesn't have a shiny scale. When the fish were hungry, they ate tiny krill. There seemed to be endless supplies of the delicious shrimp. Rainbow Fish only needed to glide gently through the water with his mouth open to catch as many as he wanted. Remember our little fish, our little rainbow fish, swimming through the sea, catching all the little krill. It was a wonderful life. One day, a gentle old whale swam by the reef and decided to stay. He liked the spot, since he too ate the krill that were so plentiful there, and he enjoyed being around the glittering fish. Often he drifted along, watching them for hours, admiring their beautiful silvery scales. See, he's just swimming along with the fish, watching them. Before long, the fish with the jagged fins, see there he is right there with his jaggedy fins, he noticed the whale watching them. "Why is he looking at us like that?" he asked the others. He was in a particularly bad mood that day. "See how he's staring at us?" he went on irritably. "Who knows what he's thinking?" After that, all the fish grew more and more suspicious of the whale. "Look at that giant mouth," said one. "Soon the krill will all be gone." Rainbow Fish began to worry. Until now, the fish had always been able to eat their fill. What if the whale did eat up all the krill? And why did he keep staring at them? Was he planning on eating them too? Oh no, they're starting to get scared. One day, the whale swam quite near the school of glittering fish. Panicked, the fish with the jagged fins sounded the alarm. "Look out!" he called. "The wicked whale is after us!" When the whale heard that, he was hurt at first, but soon he grew very angry. "I'll show them," he thought. "I'll teach them a lesson." So the great blue whale shot into the middle of the school and lashed out with his gigantic tail, sweeping the sparkling fish in all directions. Look at them, they're going everywhere. The terrified fish fled, racing towards a crack in the reef for safety. But the whale didn't leave them alone. He followed the rainbow fish and his friends all the way back to their cave. The blue whale swam back and forth. See him right there? He's swimming back and forth, casting sinister glances at the little fish. They were trapped. "I told you that whale was dangerous," whispered the fish with the jagged fins. "We have to watch out for him." After a while, the whale calmed down. He made one last pass, and he disappeared behind the reef. Away he went. Nervous but driven by hunger, the fish cautiously left the cave, and they swam off in search of food. But the battle with the whale had left its mark. All the krill had been driven off. "This is silly," declared Rainbow Fish. "Before, we played happily in the sea. Now we hide in terror in the cave. Before, there was always enough food for everyone. Now we have nothing. We must make peace with the whale." The other fish were also afraid to approach the whale. It was up to Rainbow Fish. The whale stared at Rainbow Fish suspiciously. "Please, let's talk," said Rainbow Fish. "This fight was all a big mistake. It drove off the creel, and now we're all hungry. The two talked for a long time. The whale told Rainbow Fish how hurt and angry their hostile words had made him. "I never meant to harm you," said the whale. "Just scare you a little." Rainbow Fish was ashamed. "I'm sorry," he said. "But when we saw you were watching us all the time, we were afraid you might eat us." The whale looked surprised. "I watched you only because your shining scales are so pretty," he said. And they both laughed. See, looky here. Here's a fish and it has shiny scales too. You see that one? "Come now," said the whale. "Let's find new hunting grounds." So Rainbow Fish and his friends, protected by their new friend, the big blue whale, swam off together in search of a new home rich with krill. And before long, none of them could remember what the terrible fight had been about. The end. They all swam off together, and now they were all friends. Jordan and Abby, sometimes we have misunderstandings with our friends, and we say things we don't mean, and later we need to go and say that we're sorry. In the Bible, it says that a person who overlooks offenses promotes love, and we want to love each other. So sometimes if you ever have a fight with each other or with your cousins or your friends, you just need to say you're sorry and say, "Will you forgive me?" And then you say, "Yes, I will forgive you." And that way you can be friends and be happy and have fun. I love you and good night. We'll see you later with more stories. Bye-bye.